return right after the 9:30 news.
Good evening, I'm Karl Wells, and this is MUN Music in Recital. On tonight's program, flutist Sarah Smith and soprano Agnes McCarthy with Pamela Knight, piano and harpsichord. Sarah Smith will begin tonight's recital with the Allegro movement from the Sonata in G by C.P.E. Bach. A third-year student at the School of Music, Sarah Smith has won several awards, including the Dame Vera Lynn Entrance Scholarship to Memorial University. She's attended International Summer School at Ramsgate, England, the Domaine Forget Flute Symposium in Quebec, and the Johansen International School of the Arts in Victoria, BC. A pupil of Pierrette Marcotte before entering music school, Miss Smith is now studying flute with Paul Benza. Sarah Smith, accompanied by Pamela Knight on the harpsichord. Sarah Smith, accompanied on the harpsichord by Pamela Knight. In just a few moments, Sarah Smith will perform Density 21.5 for solo flute by Edgar Varese. A tireless experimenter with unusual sounds, Varese's interest in the potential of metal led to his composing this work for the first ever performance on a platinum flute in 1936. As a point of interest, 21.5 is the density of platinum. Flutist Sarah Smith, the music of Varese. Density 21.5 by Varese, performed by Sarah Smith. MUN Music and Recital will return after
For everybody who loves waltzes, here is the famous orchestra whose waltz records became giant hits all over America. Their beautiful waltzes like this helped sell over 100 million records. And now, here are the waltz favorites of the beloved Guy Lombardo Orchestra. This waltz was the most requested of all the Guy Lombardo songs. The smooth and mellow sound of Guy Lombardo's waltzes has never been equaled. All these waltz favorites are in this album, but you also get another entire album of Guy Lombardo waltz favorites. Waltzes so beautiful, you'll play them over and over again. How you love this treasury of Guy Lombardo waltz favorites. But remember, you also get album number 1. You get them both in this limited offer. Be sure to order now.
Mail $14.98 to Guy Lombardo, Box 8264, St. John's, A1B, 3N4. You get 2 records, 2 cassettes, or 2 8-track tapes. This beautiful Guy Lombardo waltz offer will end with no advance notice. Write this address down. Mail $14.98 to Guy Lombardo, Box 8264, St. John's, A1B, 3N4. Guy Lombardo, Box 8264, St. John's, Newfoundland, A1B, 3N4.
You're watching MUN Music and Recital from the School of Music Recital Hall, Memorial University. Next on tonight's program, a recital by soprano Agnes McCarthy. Agnes McCarthy studies voice with Carol and Hart at the MUN School of Music, where she is now in her 4th year. A pupil of Catherine Harrington before music school, Miss McCarthy has won many and various awards at the Kiwanis Music Festival. Outside of music, she has a keen interest in drama and sports. She was the provincial senior synchronized swimming champion in 1982. Cinq mélodies populaires grecques, or in English, 5 popular Greek melodies, which we are about to hear, are authentic Greek folk songs harmonized by Ravel in 1906. Soprano Agnes McCarthy with Pamela Knight at the piano. Soprano Agnes McCarthy singing the 5 Greek melodies by Ravel. Agnes McCarthy has performed in a great many local opera productions, including the role of Peep-Bo in Gilbert and Sullivan's Mikado, which was staged just recently at the Arts and Culture Center. To conclude tonight's program, she's joined by flutist Sarah Smith to perform the aria L'Amero Salo Costante from the opera Il Re Pastore by Mozart.
Mommy.
soprano, Sarah Smith, flute, Pamela Knight, piano. An aria from Mozart's Il Re Pastore, bringing to a close the fourth program in our series, MUN Music in Recital. Next week, recitals by Darren White, trombonist, and organist Sharon James. We invite you to join us then. I'm Karl Wells.
This year, Central Trust celebrates 100 years of helping Canadians manage their